Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RGL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch Advanced. The 1980 season is on the air. Today's date is July 22nd, 1980. We are at Atlanta-Fulton County Stadium for an important National League matchup between the Montreal Expos and the Atlanta Braves. The Expos come into this game a record of 50 wins and 40 losses. And at the moment, Montreal is 5 games back of Philadelphia in the National League East. The Atlanta Braves at 46 and 45. They are tied with the Padres right now for 4th in the National League West, chasing Houston, San Francisco, and the Dodgers have now just recently moved into 3rd, at least for now. So an important matchup here between the Expos and the Braves today at Fulton County Stadium, and hopefully we'll have a good matchup. Philip Reynolds, Cutter Historical, and Art Shackle are first to join us here at Fulton County Stadium. The Braves historically won this game 7-5. It was an ugly game defensively. The Braves had 13 hits and 4 errors. The Expos had 9 hits and 2 errors, or a combined 6 errors in this ball game. I don't know if we're going to see that, but who knows? Inside pitch sometimes can be right on the money when you do an as-played baseball game. So, a good big matchup tonight between Montreal and Atlanta. 2 teams. Expos trying to stay with the Phillies in the National League East. The Braves trying to get back into the top 3 in the National League West. As Ben Witz now joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. So let's get things started. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, Hall of Famer Phil Niekro. Is he a Hall of Famer? I think 300 wins answer that question. 15 wins, 18 losses, a save, a 3.63 ERA in 80. We are at Atlanta-Fulton County Stadium. This is a neutral park, but can favor hitters a little bit. There is a chance of robbing home runs, okay, if a 1 is rolled. No adjustments to anything else. So a good matchup tonight as Nuxie takes the mound for the Braves. And we'll see what happens tonight. Will Swingle and the lovely Barbara join us here at Fulton County Stadium. It's time to play some Sunday night baseball. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Expos, left fielder Ron LaFleur, 257 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs, and 80. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Braves are the home team. Good crowd here at AFCS, and should be a good matchup. Both teams need a win tonight. Let's see what happens. Niekro, 1-5. That's a pitcher result. And against a righty, that's good. That is a 3, and that is already a possible home run. Against a righty, LaFleur needs a 5 with bases empty, a -1. A 1-4, LaFleur will start this game with a bomb, and he just misses. LaFleur, 1-3. Instead, he's going to hit a ground ball right to third. That'll get taken care of by Bob Horner, and he will throw it over for out number 1. Next batter is the second baseman, Rodney Scott, 224 average, no homers, 46 RBIs. Nuxie, 5-1, strikeout, no. Scott, 7-5. That's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by old Glenn Mother Hubbard, and he'll throw it to first for out number 2. That'll bring up the center fielder, the Hawk, Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer, no doubt in my mind. 308 average, 17 homers, 87 RBIs, and 80. Doug Hunt joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Niekro, 6-1, strikeout 9, called strike 3 on Dawson. He got him, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Nuxie. He had 176 of them in 80. And that'll retire nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos tonight, Bill Spaceman Lee. 4 wins, 6 losses, a 4.96 ERA. We've seen him before as well. So Spaceman gets the call. I remember the last time he didn't have a good outing. We'll see how he does tonight as we will go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Braves, second baseman Glenn Old Mother Hubbard, 248 average, 9 homers, 43 RBIs, and 80. Spaceman, 3-6, strikeout, 12. Called strike 3 on Hubbard. He got him. First strikeout for Spaceman. He only had 34 of them in 80. That'll bring up the center fielder, Dale Murphy. Some people think he still belongs in the Hall of Fame. Can make an argument. 281 average, 33 homers, 89 RBIs, and 80. If anything, Murphy was one of the best players of the 80s. Lee, 6'3". That's a pitcher result. That's a double question mark. That is a 2. And against a righty, that's going to be a base hit. That's also going to be, we're going to use that 2. And it's going to be a base hit past second base. So Murphy gets the first hit of the game. He'll head to first. And now the first baseman, Chris Chambliss. I put him in the Hall of the Very Good. 282 average, 18 homers, 72 RBIs that year. Murphy had only 9 stolen bases, and he's not going anywhere here. Spaceman, 3-4, strikeout, 16 is too high. Chambliss, 3-2, and against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball to left, and that'll be handled there by Ron LaFleur, and that'll be the second out. Next up, the right fielder, Gary Matthews, 278 average, 19 homers, 75 RBIs that year. Anything from Murphy? The answer is no. Spaceman, 5'1", it's a blank. Matthews, 4-5, and that's going to be a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Rodney Scott, and he is going to throw to first to get Matthews, and that'll retire the side. No runs and a hit, no score after 1. Rodney Scott did so poorly for the 81 Expos and PC Rapley. He got dealt to the 1909 Pirates for Doc Millers. Ouch. That's cruel. We go to the top of the second. Right fielder, Ellis Valentine's Day. He will lead off. 315 average, 13 homers, 67 RBIs. 1 day late for Valentine, of course. Niekro, 1-4, wild pitch. It's a blank. Valentine, 4-5. It's a grounder to short. That'll be handled by Larvell Blanks. And he'll toss it over for the out. Here's the first baseman, Warren Cromartie. Always felt Cromartie was very solid. 288 average, 14 homers, 70 RBIs, and 80. Niekro will pitch. 4-4, error on a booted ball. Cromartie, 4-2, and that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Larvell Blanks. His ever rating is a 14. That's an 8, and he's going to boot it, and Cromartie will be safe. That's an E6. That'll be the first error on the Braves. They had 4 of them in this game, so there's already the first one, as Cromartie will be safe. And now that'll bring up the catcher, Hall of Famer, and one of the greatest catchers of all time, Gary the Kid Carter, 264 average, 29 homers, 101 RBIs. Gary Carter, if you were running down the third base line and you saw Carter blocking the plate waiting for you, you deserved what happened. Infield a double play depth. Cromartie had 8 steals, and he is not going anywhere. Niekro, 4-3, strikeout. He got Carter. Second strikeout for Nuxie, 2 down. And now the third baseman, Larry Parrish, 254 average, 15 homers, 72 RBIs that year. Cromartie at first, and he will stay put. Niekro, 7-8, strikeout. That'll miss. Parrish, 7-4, and that is going to be there are no runners in scoring position. So that is going to be a fly to left field and an easy play for Jeff Burrows. And Burrows will make the catch, retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error, but the Expos couldn't do anything with it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. As soon as one holiday is over, they already start planning for the next one. Leading off for the Braves, third baseman Bob Horner. He was ripped. 268 average, 35 homers, 89 RBIs. That man had some pretty big arms. XSG2 joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Lee, 7-3, it's a blank. Horner, 6-6, and that's grounded to short. An easy play there for Tony Bernazard. And he'll throw it over for the out. Here's the left fielder, Jeff Burrows, 263 average, 13 homers, 51 RBIs, and 80. Spaceman, 5'8", range play 14. That's an 11, yes. Burrows, 4-1. It's a fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine going after that. His range is a 3. He won't get it, and that will be a double. Bill Lee has a range play double of 1 to 15. That is a 15, and Burrows will wind up at second base. So Valentine couldn't get there, and Burrows is on second. And that will bring up the shortstop, Larval Blanks, 204 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, and 80. Clay baseball fan joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Burrows on at second, and he will stay there. Lee, 8-5. That's an automatic out, and it will be a ground ball to first base. That'll be hit to Cromartie. He'll take it to the bag himself. Burrows to third, and that's out number 2. Easy play for Cromartie. Here's the catcher, Bruce Eggs Benedict. 253 average, 2 homers, 34 RBIs, and 80. 2 men out, no score so far, and nothing on the strat. Lee, 6-1, walk. 13 is going to miss. Benedict, 8-3, and it's a fly to right. Grabbing that will be Valentine. This time he won't have to make a range play. What he will do is make the catch, retire the side. No runs, no one hit, and no errors. No score after 2. We go to the third. Leading off for the Expos will be the shortstop, Tony Bernazard, 224 average, 5 homers, 18 RBIs that year. Niekro, 6-3, against the switch left, walk, 20 will be too high. Bernazard, 3-3, it's a grounder to second, handled by Hubbard, and Glenn Hubbard throws it over to first for the out. That'll bring up the pitcher, Bill Lee. He uses hitting card number 6. He does strike out a lot. He has a 19 to 20 KBIP. Niekro will deal. Niekro, 3-4. Walk, 10. That's going to be too high. 2-3. And that's a grounder. That'll be an easy grounder right back to Niekro. He'll take care of that and toss it over to first for the second out. Here's LaFleur. LaFleur is 0-for-1. Niekro will deal. Nuxie, 1-1, walk, 12, and that's ball 4. He'll walk him. So he'll walk LaFleur this time, and that is the first walk given up by Niekro. He had 82 of them in 80, hence the knuckleball he did. It'll bring up Scott. Scott is 0-for-1. LaFleur had 97 steals, and that is a 3, and he's going. 17 minus 1 is 16. Benedict a 0 arm, a 1 to 16. LaFleur is safe, and he is. Matter of fact, there wasn't even a throw on a 3. LaFleur will easily take second base there, first stolen base for the Expos, and they'll re-roll the strat. And LaFleur, nothing happening this time. LaFleur on at second. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 4-8, strikeout, 8, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. That's the third strikeout for Niekro. Nothing across except a walk and a stolen base. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Braves will be the pitcher, Phil Niekro. He uses hitting card number 3. And he does not have a strikeout BIP, actually. So so Niekro didn't strike out that much, apparently. Spaceman, 3-1, walk, 17 will miss. Niekro for 8. It's a fly to center field, an easy play for Andre Dawson. And he makes it there, 1 down. Next batter is Hubbard. Hubbard is 0 for 1. Spaceman will deal. Spaceman, 8-6 against a righty. That is a possible home run against a lefty. Hubbard needs a 16. Lee adds 1. It's a 17. And that's a 3. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard goes ahead and hits a bomb, and that's just a bad meatball pitch by Spaceman, and Hubbard turned that into lasagna, 1-0 in favor of the Braves. Hubbard had 9 homers. He can hit 1. So already 1-0 favor of the Braves. Here comes Murphy. Murphy got a single his first time up. Lee will pitch. Lee, 8-7, strikeout, and he got Murphy easily. And that will be the second K for Spaceman, 2 down. And now here's Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 1. Lee will deal. 4-6. That's a blank. Chambliss. 6-5. And that is going to be a grounder to short. That'll be picked up there by Bernazard. And Bernazard will toss it over and end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Glenn Hubbard. And the Braves have a 1-0 lead after 3. We go to the 4th. Leading off for the Expos will be Andre Dawson, the Hawk. He is 0 for 1. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 7-6, and a 7-6, and that's a possible home run. Dawson against a righty needs a 10. Niekro, -1, makes him a 9, and because of that, that's going to miss. That is a 10. Niekro prevents a home run. Dawson, 5-4, and instead he's going to get over it and chop it to short, and that's going to go to Blanks, and Blanks will toss it over for out number 1. Wow, a possible home run, but he doesn't get it because of because nobody was on base. Dawson can't believe it. Here's Valentine. Valentine is 0 for 1. Niekro will deal. 5-4, wild pitch. It's a blank. Valentine, 7-8. It's a fly to right field. That'll be grabbed by Gary Matthews. And that's out number 2. And here's Cromartie. Cromartie reached on an error his first time up. Pitch from Niekro. 8-4. Strikeout 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fourth strikeout for Niekro. And that is another 1-2-3 inning on the Expos. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Gary Matthews leads off for the ATL. He's 0 for 1. Lee can pitch to 27. And Niekro can pitch to 31. Lee will pitch. 6-5. It's a blank. Matthews, 7-8. It's flied to right field. An easy play for Valentine. He'll grab it, 1 down. Here's Horner. Horner's 0 for 1. Lee will deal. Lee, 5-6. That's going to be a base hit. That is going to be a base hit past first. It'll get by Cromartie, and Horner has his first hit of the game. So a hit for Horner, and here's Burrows. Burrows got a double his first time up. Infield set for double play. Horner really not a stealing threat. And that is a 16. He's not going anywhere. Lee, 3-3. Range play 14. That's a 1. Yes. Burrows, 4-6. That's a fly to right field. Going after that is Ellis Valentine. His range is a 3, and he'll get it. 2 outs. Nice play by Valentine. That takes a possible hit away from Burrows. Horner goes back to first. And now here comes Larvell filling the blanks. And he's 0 for 1. Horner on it first, and he will stay there. Lee, 5-3, error on a booted ball. Blanks, 1-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Ron LaFleur will get to that, and he'll put it away. Retire the side. No runs and a hit. 1-0 Braves after 4. We go to the 5th. Leading off for the Expos is the kid. Gary Carter's 0 for 1. Niekro will deal. Niekro, 5-8. Range play at the park. Fulton County, 1-3. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that for the Braves is Jeff Burrows. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. And is that going to be a double? A 1-6? It'll be a double. It's 11. It's a single. And Gary Carter gets the first hit for the Expos in the ball game. So first hit for the Expos as Phil Niekro pitched 4 innings of no-hit ball. And now the batter is Parrish. Of course, since I already got my no-hitter, now I really don't care about if I do it. I just wanted to get my first no-hitter. For those of you who did not see that, you need to watch that game, Kansas City at Baltimore. Carter on at first. And let's see, Parrish is the batter. Infield set for double play. Carter did have 3 stolen bases. That is a 1. He gets the jump. 12 minus 1 is 11. I don't see Carter stealing. So I'm not going to have him steal. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 6-5. Range play, 12. That's a 13. No. Parrish, 5-4. That's a fly to right field. And that will be grabbed by Matthews. And that's the first out. Next batter is Bernazard. Bernazard's 0 for 1. Anything for Carter? The answer is no. He'll stay put. Nuxie, 8-6. That's a blank. Bernazard, 2-7. That's a ground ball to short. That's a 15. So let's see if that happens. So hit the short plus 1 is a 16. Niekro plus 2 is an 18. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Expos. Niekro pitching a 1-hitter so far. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Bruce Benedict leads off for the Bravos. He's 0 for 1. Pitcher's duel here between Niekro and Lee. Combined ERA of these two is 8.5. Lee, 2-2. Range play 14. That's a 4. Yes. Benedict, 3-5. It's a fly to center field. That's going to be a range play for Andre Dawson. His range is a 4. He won't get it. And that's going to be a double for Benedict. Bill Lee has a 1-15 for range play doubles. And he will wind up at second base. So Benedict gets his first hit of the ball game. It'll bring up Niekro using pitcher hitting card number 3. Niekro, not really a great bunter. He may swing away here, but let's see. Strategy roll. That is a 10. And I think I'm going to let Niekro bunt. So the bunt is going to be on. So the bunt is on. Corners are in, expecting the bunt. So Lee, 3-8, strikeout 11. That's cut in half. And Niekro's is 15. The 11's going to be too high. So Niekro will lay down the bunt, and that is bunted right back to Lee. And Niekro's bunt rating is a 3. And that is a 1. It's going to be a perfect bunt. That's going to be bunted right to Lee. The only play he has is the first. And Benedict moves to third for the out. An absolutely perfect bunt on a 1. and moves Benedict over the third. That is a perfect bunt by Niekro. He rolled a 1. Perfect sacrifice hit back to the pitcher. And now the batter is Hubbard. Hubbard hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Infield playing in. David Vega joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Strategy roll and nothing on the 10. Spaceman deals. 6-7 walk. 17 just got a walk. And Lee can't believe it. He thought that was wrong. He thought that painted the black. That's a 17, and against lefties, Hubbard is a 17, and he will walk to first. That kind of does set up the double play for Murphy. So that is a walk for Spaceman. That is only his first. Only the first walk for Lee. He only had 21 of them in 80. Murphy does not ground into many double plays. They're going to call the infield in. They're going to call the infield in here. So runners at first and third. 1-0 Braves. Strategy roll. Hubbard is staying put. Spaceman deals. 7-3. It's a blank. Murphy. 2-7. And that's a grounder to second base. Now the infield is in. So let's see what happens. And that is a 1. That's going to probably be. The infield is in, so hit the second. Benedict, you can't go any lower than a 1. So hit the second, and that the runner on third will hold. The batter will be out, and the runners will move, and Hubbard moves to second. So hit the second base. No way Benedict's coming back. The throw goes to first for the out to keep Benedict where he is, 2 down. So runner moves up on the fielders on the grounder to second. 2 outs now for Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 2. Lee will go ahead and deal. Strategy. That is a 1. Nothing happening. Spaceman. 6-6. That's a blank. Chambliss. 3-3. And it's a high fly ball to center, but it will stay up there easily for Andre Dawson. He makes the catch and retires the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. As the Braves got a double but couldn't do anything with it. It's still 1-0 after 5. A pitcher's duel here between Spaceman and Nuxie. Who would have thought? We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Expos will be the pitcher. Bill Lee uses hitting card number 6. He'll swing. There were 12 runs historically scored in this game, and we got a pitcher's duel tonight. Niekro, 2-3 against Lee is a lefty against a lefty. That is going to be an automatic out. It'll be a grounder to first base. Easy play for Bob Horner, and he'll take it to the bag, 1 down. Here's LaFleur. LaFleur is 0 for 1 with a walk. Keith Holinsky joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Nuxie. 6-4, wild pitch, it's a blank. LaFleur, 7-1, and that is a fly to center field. And Mr. Murph will go ahead and get that for out number 2. And here's Scott. Scott is 0 for 2. Niekro, a 6-7, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll retire the side. That is the 5th K for Niekro. And he is on his game tonight. Only allowed 1 hit, and that was a failed range play. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Could have probably had another possible no-hitter going on if it wasn't for the range play. One of the reasons why I did get the no-hitter was because I think I only had 1 range play in that whole game. Bottom of the 6th. Gary Matthews leads off for the ATL. He's 0 for 2. Lee is also pitching a heck of a game, too. Bill Spaceman's only given up 1 run on 5 hits. Spaceman, 6-2. And against a righty, it's a blank. Matthews, 6-8. And that's a base hit. That'll be a hit past short. And Matthews gets on. That's his first. Here's little Jack Horner sitting in a corner. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Infield set for double play. Matthews at 11 steals. That is an 8. He's not going anywhere. Lee, 4-1. It's a blank. Horner, 1-5. And that will be a grounder to second base. That's a 1. That's not, I don't think that's going to be a double play. 1, grounder to second, plus 1 is 2. Lee, a 0. And that's going to be higher than Matthews. The throw is going to go to first. Horner is out, 1 down. So Matthews will move on to second. He has better speed than that. And now here's Burrows. Burrows 1 for 2 with a double. Infield is back now. Matthews on at second, and he'll stay there. Lee, 8-7, strikeout 6. He got him. He gets Burrows. Lee pitching a very good game, different from the last one he pitched. That's his 3rd strikeout tonight, 2 down. Spaceman, the last time he was out, did not have a good game. He is pitching a gem here, just not getting any run support. Here's Blanks. He's 0 for 2. Fill in the blanks. Strategy roll from Matthews. He'll stay put. Lee, 1-7. Error on a booted ball. Blanks, 2-7 against the lefty. It's a ground ball to third, and that ball is hit to Larry Parrish. His error rating is a 13. That's a 6, and he's going to boot it, and everyone's going to be safe. Parrish boots the ball, and that's an error. And Lee, looking at Parrish, say, come on, man. That's going to be an E5. First error on the Expos. They had 2 in the game historically. Big error there. Big time error on Parrish. And that'll bring up Benedict. And Lee, looking at his defense, saying, does anybody here want to play some baseball? Benedict 1 for 2 with a double. PFL QR joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Runners at the corners, 2 men down. Good to have PFL QR. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you here. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 2. Lee will deal. Lee, 7-8. And that's going to be an automatic out. He'll get out of the inning. It'll be a grounder to first base. That'll be handled by Cromartie. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Chance for the Braves go by the board. But they still have a 1-0 lead after 6. What did we have? Last night we had a game that was 18-1. And tonight we have a 1-0 game. Inside pitch has a mind of its own. We go to the top of the 7th. The Hawk, Andre Dawson, leads off. He's 0 for 2. 1-0 favor of the Braves. Niekro, 7-7, strikeout. The 16 will miss. Dawson, 5-3, and that is a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Mother Hubbard. And he'll toss it to first. Here's Valentine's Day, which was yesterday. Valentine is 0 for 2. Niekro will deal. Niekro, 6-7, strikeout. 15 will be too high. Valentine, 4-3 against the righty. It'll be a base hit past second. Valentine hits 1 past second base. That's his first hit. And believe it or not, that's only the second hit of the game given up by Niekro. Taking a page out of Larry Gura's work. Here's Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Still can't believe Larry Gura, of all the pitchers in all the games I pitched, of inside pitch, Larry friggin' Gura gets my first inside pitch no-hitter. Larry Gura. Really? Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 12. Niekro. 4-7. It's a blank. Cromartie. 5-2. And that's a line drive to third base. That's an 11. And that is going to be no double play. Line drive to third, but Valentine will get back 2 down. No line out, throw him out, 2 outs. Infield was not in, so that little triangle didn't matter. Here's Carter. I should send Larry Gura a Christmas card, shouldn't I? I know. A Steeler fan sends Bill Swift a Christmas card every year now. Here's Carter. The kid is 1 for 2. Remember, Bill Swift is Steeler fans' favorite player of all time. Valentine on at first, and strategy roll, and that is a 5, and he's not doing anything. Niekro 2-3 against the righty, strikeout 10, got him, and the inning is over. Man, Niekro is pitching an absolute gem. No runs and a hit given up by Niekro here in the 7th. And we're already at the 7th inning stretch. Phil Niekro pitching like the Hall of Famer he is. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be July 25th. We're going to Tiger Stadium. So I'm sure Chuck Rawlings and all you Tiger fans won't miss tomorrow night. Big matchup in the American League. The Oakland Athletics will take on the Detroit Tigers. Rick Langford will be going for the Athletics, and Bruce Robbins will be going for the Tigers. Pretty big matchup in the American League. Tigers trying to get back into the top 3 in the AL East. Oakland right now staying in the top 2 in the AL West. Big matchup tomorrow night. Athletics and the Tigers at Tigers Stadium. That will be tomorrow night on the network. Yeah, let's see. Send him a thank you card for Christmas. Yeah, like I said, Seaver, Gibson, Gooden, Johnson, Maddox. Clemens. No, it's Larry Gora that gets my first no-hitter. Who leads off? Phil Niekro leading off. He uses pitcher hitting card number 3, and he's going to pitch. He's going to bat. This is 1980, not 2026. Lee, 3-1 walk, and 13 is going to be too high. Niekro, 3-3, and that's going to be grounded to short. An easy play there for Bernazard. And that'll be out number 1. Spaceman is now tired. He'll stay in there. Hubbard will deal and will bat. Hubbard is 1 for 2, a home run and a walk and a bomb. Lee will deal. Lee, 6-2. And against the righty, it's a blank. Hubbard, 2-7. That's a base hit to center field. Hubbard gets a single. He'll hit to center. That'll be his second hit of the ball game. He stays on at first, and here's Murphy. Murphy is 1 for 3, and Murphy hits lefties a little better, and I think that will be it for Lee. So Spaceman coming out of the game, he pitched an absolute gem, but he is tired. He's going to leave with the L. And we got 2 righties and a lefty. We got a righty and a lefty coming up. So let's see who the Expos got. It's still considered middle innings, I believe, not late. So late innings, I think, is 8 and 9. In this game, I think early innings is 1 to 3, 4 to 7 is middle innings, and 8 to 9 should be late. So let's see who they're going to bring on to pitch here. And for the Expos, and it is going to be Stan Bonson. 7 wins, 6 losses, 4 saves, a 3.05 ERA. . 'ERA. . 3.05 ERA. . 3.05 ERA. . 3.05 ERA. 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 3.05 E And Bonson will come on to pitch. So Hubbard on at first, infield double play. Bonson can pitch to 7. So here's Murphy. Hubbard does have 7 steals. That's a 20. Nothing happening there. Bonson, 6-1. Walk, 16. That's going to miss. Murphy, 4-5. And that's a ground ball to short. That's a 19. Hit the short +1 is 20. Bonson -1 is a 19. That's still going to be a double play. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Braves after 7, still leading 1-0. Stan Bonsenburner gets it done. As usual, you just don't see managing like this on that other channel with the fluffy cat. We go to the 8th. Nuxie can pitch to 7 batters before he tires. And Niekro was, of course, a workhorse. Here's Larry Parrish leading off. He's 0 for 2. Top of the 8th, 1-0 Braves. Niekro, 7-6. And, well, it was a tie game, but not anymore because a 7-6 is a possible home run. And against a righty, Niekro is an 8. Parrish is an 18. -1 is a 17. And that's a 6. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Larry Parrish. Tie game. Niekro finally makes a mistake. Pitches Parrish a grapefruit. Turns that into fruit salad. We're tied at 1. Parrish with 15 bombs. He gets that one. And now here's Bernazard. Bernazard is 0 for 2. But now a tie ball game here in the top of the 8th. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 3-3, strikeout. He'll get Bernazard. 7th strikeout for Niekro. Pinch hitter coming in for Bonson. He won't pitch. He won't bat. We'll see a pinch hitter against Niekro. And we'll see what we got here. We've got 2 switches and a lefty, and it is going to be 26, 16, 28, 50. Coming on to pinch hit for the Expos is going to be Tom Hutton. 218 average, no homers, 5 RBIs, but he has 50 pinch hits against right-handers, and Tom Hutton gets the call. Niekro will go ahead and deal. Niekro, 8-3, walk, 6, it's ball 4. So now Niekro walks the go-ahead run. As Tom Hutton gets the walk, he'll go to first. That'll bring up a double play possibility. And here's LaFleur. LaFleur is 0 for 2 with a walk. The leader of the bus squad. Hutton on at first. He's not a stealing threat. And that is a 17, nothing happening. LaFleur does not get a play. So Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 7-1. That's an automatic out, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. And that is a 7. I still got to re-roll it. So that's a ground ball to third. And that's a 9. Hit the third is 0. Niekro +2 makes it 11. LaFleur is a 14, so that's going to be a fielder's choice. Hutton out at second, and LaFleur takes first, 2 down. So fielder's choice there as LaFleur hits into a fielder's, and now the batter is Scott. Scott is 0 for 3. 2 outs, tied at 1 now, top of the 8th. LaFleur on at first. He had 97 steals, and he's going. 17 -1 is 16. Benedict a 0 arm, a 1 to 16. He is safe. And he is. Matter of fact, they don't even throw. That is a 3, and they don't even throw. And so LaFleur makes second base easily, and that is his second steal of the ball game. Now a base hit could bring him in. Strategy roll again. That is a 5, and LaFleur does get the jump to go to third, but he will not try it. He does get the jump to steal third, but he'll stay at second base. Niekro will pitch. Niekro, 7-1, and that's going to be an automatic out. He'll get out of that one. That'll be grounded to second. Easy play for Hubbard, And he throws to first, and that'll retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a walk, a stolen base, a solo bomb by Larry Parrish. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Braves will be Chris Chambliss. Got lefty and 2 righties coming up, so the Expos will go to a right-hander for this. We're now in the late innings, and let's see what that's going to be. And they're going to go with... Coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Elias Sosa. 9 wins, 6 losses, 9 saves, a 3.07 ERA. So Lee right now gets off the hook. And Sosa is the new pitcher for the Expos, and he can pitch to 7. And we'll see what the Braves can do here in the bottom of the 8th. Sosa will pitch to Chambliss. Sosa, 3-2. It's a blank. Chambliss, 4-5. And that's flied to right field. Easy play for Valentine. And he's got it. 1 down. Next batter is Matthews. And Matthews is 1 for 3 with a single. Sosa deals. Sosa, 2-5. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Matthews, 3-3. Base hit past short. And the Braves have the go-ahead runner on. Second hit of the game from Matthews. And now the very dangerous Horner. Sosa pitches him a meatball. It's gone. Horner's 1 for 3 with a single. Matthews does have ability to steal, though. He had 11 steals. And he's not going, though. Sosa will pitch to Horner. Sosa, 6-5. Error on a booted ball. Horner, 6-4. That's a fly to left field. Easy play for Ron LaFleur. And that'll be out number 2. And here's Burrows. Burrows is 1 for 3 with a double. Matthews on at first, and he'll stay at first. Pitch from Sosa. 4-8. Strikeout, 18. That just missed. Burrows. 6-7. And that's powered into right field. That's an 11 and against the righty. Well, that's an 11 and powered into right field. 1-2 single, 3-7 double, 8-13 home run, and that's an 11, and that's good enough for me. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Jeff Burrows. Stadium cheers. Yay! Two-run bomb by Jeff Burrows. And it's 3-1 Braves. This number is not adjusted by this. Only these numbers are. And that is a home run by Burrows. 3-1 Braves. Jeff Burrows comes up with it. And now the batter is blanks. And with 2 outs here, now the Braves are 3 outs away from winning the ball game. Sosa, 4-6. Pitcher result, 12. Against the righty, will be too high. Blanks, 3-1. That's a grounder to short. That'll be handled by Bernazard. And Bernazard will toss it over and retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run bomb by Jeff Burrows. Braves lead 3-1 after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? The Braves have gotten a hit in every single inning. The 8th was the only time they actually hit 2. Niekro, leading off for the Expos, would be Andre Dawson. Niekro had 15 wins. How many complete games did he have that year? Let's find out. How many complete games did Niekro have? It's only a 2-run lead. Niekro had 11. That's a good amount. 11 complete games. It's not bad. But with only a 2-run lead, I'm going to roll here. A 1-11, he stays in. At the 15, I'm going to yank him. Niekro's going to come out of the game, and the Braves are going to go to the closer. Niekro will leave with the W. And they will bring in the closer here. And let's see who the closer is for this game. And it is going to be who has the most saves. That's going to be Camp. Coming on to pitch for the Braves will be Rick Camp. 6 wins, 4 losses, 22 saves, a 1.91 ERA. Camp's job ended. So here comes Rick Camp to try to go ahead and close the game for the Braves. 3-1 here, top of the ninth. Camp will pitch to Dawson. Camp, 4-7. Walk, 18. Believe it or not, no. Dawson, 6-6. And it's a fly to left field. And Burrows will get to it for out number 1. Next up is Valentine. Valentine will hit. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Camp will ditch. Camp, 2-2. It's a blank. Valentine, 2-4. And that's hit hard to right to third base, though. That'll get picked up by Horner. Ground ball to third. Horner throws to first, 2 down. And the last chance for the Expos will be Warren Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. I don't believe it. Rick Camp. 2 men down. Braves lead 3-1. Fans here at Fulton County Stadium hoping Camp can close it out. Camp will go ahead and he will deal. Camp, 4-4, strikeout 11. That misses. Cromartie, 7-7, and it's a fly ball to center field. And getting under it is Dale Murphy. He'll take a couple of steps backward, puts out his glove. Blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Braves will come away with the win tonight, 3-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Big win for the Braves tonight. A 3-1 victory here. Jeff Burrows with a big 2-run bomb. And a very well done job by Phil Niekro. The Braves will now go to 47 and 45. The Expos drop to 50 and 41. Good win for the Braves. Final line score coming up. For the Braves, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. For the Expos, 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Phil Niekro. He'll wind up with the win. Bill Spaceman Lee takes a tough loss, although he pitched a gem. And Rick Camp will get the save. So a victory here for the Braves. But we're not done. 10-minute ticker is up next. There we go. Not a bad check Niekro's pockets. They check Niekro's pockets. They find some suntan lotion, but I think that's all. However, they're not going to check the suntan lotion. Who knows what's in there? Who knows what's in there? Of course, Niekro always scuffed that ball usually. Good baseball game tonight. Nice, easy rolled game. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, powered by FastScore Baseball. So the Expos are going to take a 3-1 loss here to Atlanta. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. July 22nd, Texas at Boston. Rangers, 16:51. That'll be 6. Red Sox, 11:33, and that is 4. Win for the Rangers. Detroit at California. Tigers, 22:46. That's 7. Angels, 10-11 at 0. Win for the Cats. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox, 13-13. That is 1. Royals, 14:51. And that'll be 6. Baltimore at Minnesota. Orioles, 11-13. 1. Twins, 6:36. And that is 3. Milwaukee at the Yankees in a doubleheader. Brewers, 10-15. And that is 2. Yankees 14-52, that will be 6. The Yanks take the first. Brewers 5-15, that is 1. Yankees 15-12, that is also 1. Wow. And they're going to extras for that one. How about that? Milwaukee rolls a 5, -4 is 1. Yankees roll a 3, +1 is 4. That will be a win for the Yanks. Toronto at Oakland in a big doubleheader. Blue Jays 251, and that will be 4. Athletics 15-52, and that is 6. A's take the first. Blue Jays -3, 22. That's only 1. Athletics 12-41. That will be 5. And the A's take both. Cleveland at Seattle. Indians 9-21, 2 runs. Mariners 7-25, 3 runs. A win for the M's. Giants and the Cubs. Giants 10-56. That will be 6. Cubs 10-53. That'll be also be 6. And they're going to extras. Giants roll a 5, +1 is 6. Cubs roll a 1, -1 is 0. And it will be the G-men winning it. Phillies and the Reds. Phillies 741, and that is 4. Reds 154, and that is also 4. And they're going to extras as well. Phillies roll a 3, +0. Reds roll a 1, +1 is 2. That won't be enough. That'll be a win for the Phils. Mets and the Astros. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 631, and that will be 3. Astros 1236, and that will be 4. And the answer to that question is no. Pirates and the Padres. Pirates 666, that's 9. Padres 363, that's 6. And making ways the Jolly Roger. Dodgers and the Cardinals. Dodgers 1164, that'll be 8. Cardinals 363, and that is 6. That's a win for the Dodgers. July 23rd, Texas at Boston. Rangers 1034, and that'll be 4. Red Sox 13-13, that's 1. Rangers win again. Tigers and the Angels. Tigers 1534, and that is 4. Angels 1025, that's 3. Another win for the Cats. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox -131, that is only 2. Royals 1126, that will be 3. A win for the Royals. Orioles and the Twins. Orioles 1831, and that's only 4. Twins 365, that's 7. A win for the Twins. Milwaukee and the Yankees. Brewers 1064, that is 8. Yankees 961, that is 6. That's a win for the Brew Crew. Of course, XSG2 always says Guidry loses when I play inside pitch. Guidry did pitch this game against Moose Haas, and Guidry loses in FastScore too. Toronto at Oakland. Blue Jays 755, that is 6. Athletics 1942, that's also 6, and they're going to extras. Toronto rolls a 5, +1 is 6. Oakland rolls a 6, and -1 is 5. It's going to be a win for the Bluebirds. Cleveland and the Mariners. Indians 1735, that will be 5. Mariners 1135, that is 4. A win for the Tribe. Expos and the Braves. Expos 1145, that will be 5. Braves 866, that's 9. The Bravos win another one. Giants and the Cubs. Giants 616, that's 1. Cubs 723, that's 2. And Cubs win. Phillies and the Reds. Phillies 2433, and that's 6. Reds 1055, and that is also 6. And believe it or not, they are going to extras. They're going to extras. Phillies roll a 1 plus 0. Reds roll a 2 plus 1 is 3. And that game will belong to the Reds. Mets and the Astros. Can my Mets get a win? Mets 0-26. That is 2. Astros 11-26. And that is 3. And the answer to that question is, well, no. Pirates and the Padres. Pirates 866. That'll be 9. Padres 533, and that is 2. A raise the Jolly Roger. Dodgers and the Cardinals. Dodgers 1623. That'll be 3. Cardinals 964. That is 8. And another win for the Redbirds. July 24th. Only 2 games are played that day. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox 513. That's going to be 1. Royals 23-26. That will be 5. Another win for the Royals. Pirates and the Padres. Pirates 755. That is 6. Padres 615, and that is 1. And you can raise the Jolly Roger again for the Pirates. That is your 10-minute kicker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be July 25th. We will be at Tiger Stadium. Oakland Athletics at Detroit Tigers. Rick Langford for the Athletics. Bruce Robbins for the Tigers. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Braves will go ahead and get this win over the Expos 3-1. See you guys tomorrow night.